function fx is equal to square root of x squared plus x minus 2. I can write this as x squared plus x of minus 2 to the power half. Now, so f dash x is equal to, we are applying this rule, function, this is a function to the power n. So it will be the n times the function to the power n minus 1 and the differentiation of this function. So it will be half of x squared plus x minus 2 half minus 1 and then the differentiation of this function, which is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, so this becomes half into x squared plus x minus 2 to the power minus half into 2x plus 1. So we can leave the answer as it is, or we can write it in this form, that is 2x plus 1 is the denominator, 2 will go to is the denominator, and since this is minus half, it will go to the denominator as plus half. And we can write it as a half, or we can write it like this, 2x plus 1 upon 2 square root of x squared plus x minus 2. This is correct, and this is correct. Okay, you can put the answer in any of these three forms. Okay, so now let's see this one. Y is equal to 1 upon x squared plus x minus 2 to the power 6. Okay, so since this is 1 to the power 6 is 1, we can write this as, and if we take this to the numerator, it will be x squared plus x minus 2 to the power minus 6. Okay, so y is nothing. So if we take the differential of y, that is dy by dx, which is also written as y stroke, which is equal to, again we apply the same formula, taking this as the function. Now if we take this as the function becomes x squared plus x minus 2. So this becomes function of x to the power minus 6, and we know that the differential of this function is 2x plus 1. So this becomes minus 6 into the function of x. What is the function of x? It is the same as writing x squared plus x minus 2. Minus 6 minus 1 is minus 7, and multiplied by the differential of that function, this one. Okay, so it is multiplied by 2x plus 1. So the easier way to remember is, you just multiply by the power minus 6, multiplied by the function, minus 6 minus 1, minus 6 minus 1, that is minus 7, and then take the differential of this function, which is 2x plus 1, and multiply it. Okay, so it makes things very simple. So let's take this one. Fx is equal to 1 upon cube root of x squared minus 2x whole square. Okay, so we can still write this as, we'll take this to the denominators, so it still becomes, let us write in a simple form. This is 2x, this is 2, and divide by 3, because this is the cube root of 2, 3. So this, when this goes to the numerator, it will become x squared minus 2x to the power minus 2 by 3. So again applying that rule, minus 2 by 3 multiplied by this function, and minus 2 by 3 minus 1, decrease the power by 1, and then take the different derivative of this, that is 2x minus 2. So this becomes minus 2 by 3 x squared minus 2x, minus 2 by 3 minus 1 is minus 5 by 3 into 2x minus 2. Okay. So I will take one example, one problem, one exercise on composite functions. Okay, let's say gx is equal to x squared minus x, and fx is equal to x plus 1. Okay, so our question is, find g of f derivative of g of f x and the derivative of that with respect to x at x equal to minus 1. So this is g of f. That means this is a composite function where we put the function fx inside the function g to get this composite function g of f. So let's find out what is g of f. X means it is g into that function of x. That means we'll put the function x inside this. So what is the function x plus 1? This will become as the input to this function. So it is x plus 1. So it will become x plus 1 whole square minus x plus 1. So we have put this function fx inside the function gx as an input variable into x. So let's see this one. So this becomes, if we expand it, this is x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus x minus 1. This and this cancels off. So answer is x squared plus x. So now what is the derivative of the composite function? It is this one, which is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, let me explain this problem again. We have a function gx which is x squared minus x. We have a function fx which is x plus 1. So the composite function g of fx means we input the function fx as fx is the input to the function g. Okay, so what is this function? That means this is x plus 1. So this will serve as an input variable instead of x in this function x. So instead of this x, we'll be substituting by x plus 1. So this is x squared. So we have substituted by x plus 1 whole squared minus, and this x we have substituted by x plus 1. Okay, and then finally we expand the two expressions to get this expression. Now our goal is to find g of f, derivative of that. So derivative of this composite function x is 2x plus 1. Okay. So now I'll be taking some exercises on implicit functions. Okay, let's see this. We will be applying this rule. X squared y equal to 4x plus 1. So if we apply this rule, first of all we have to bring all the terms on one side. So 4x will go there as minus 4x. Plus 1 will go there as minus 1. Now we apply this rule. So dy by dx or is equal to y dash. So we will not write this. So y stroke, that is the derivative of this expression with respect to x, is equal to minus, and we make a line. Okay, and numerator will be derivative of the function taking y as a constant. So if this is a constant, y remains the same. So this will be 2xy. So we just have to find out the derivative of x squared, that is 2x. So it is 2xy. Now derivative here, there is no y here. Since y is a constant and there is no y here, we just have to find out the derivative of 4x, that is minus 4. And the numerator will be derivative of a function taking x as a constant. So here now the constant is x squared. So x squared will remain as it is, and derivative of y is 1. So 1 we don't have to write, so it will multiply by 1, that is x squared. And since here x is a constant, so it will become 0, because this whole x is a constant and 4 is a constant. So this whole number becomes a constant and 1 is a constant, so again it is 0. So the answer is minus 2xy minus 4. So minus we can remove and we can write it like this, minus 2xy, minus and minus becomes plus 4 upon x squared. That is, we can write it as simply as 4 minus 2xy by x squared. Okay. Let's take another example to make the implicit rule more clear. Okay. Let's see this one. X squared plus square root of x of y plus equal to 7. So let's write it in much more simpler terms. this is x to the power half y to the power half, because it's root of both. So it is x to the power half y to the power half minus 7. We bring 7 to this side. So what is it? Derivative of y with respect to x is y stroke. So let's take again the rule. So x squared. Since y is a constant, so we just have to 2x. This will become plus. Now this is a constant, so we'll write it as y to the half as it is. And the derivative of x to the power half is half x to the power minus half. Okay, that is half into multiplied by x to the power half minus 1, that is minus half. And this is always a constant. Now we take x as a constant in the denominator. So since x is a constant, it becomes 0. This is also 7 is 0. So we are just left with this one. Since x is a constant, we write x to the power half first, because the constant remains as it is. And then we will find out the derivative of y to the power half. That is half y to the power minus half. So this becomes minus 2x minus square root of xy. Sorry. This is x to the y to the power minus half whole. Okay. Because it is, no, sorry. This is square root of y upon 2 square root of x in the denominator, and this is square root of x, and this is 2 square root of y. Okay, so this is how it is. Or you can just leave the expression, instead of writing like this, you can leave it like this. We can write it like this: minus 2x plus square root of x upon 2 square root of, sorry, this is y, upon 2 square root of x, and divided by square root of x. I'm sorry, you can just leave it as it is. Just remove the zeros and take the sign into account. Minus 2x minus y to the power half, x to the power minus half, and divided by 2 upon x to the power half, y to the power minus half, divided by 2. So this 2 and this 2 should cancel off. So we'll just evaluate the numerator, that is minus 4x minus y to the power half, x to the power minus half, upon x to the power half, y to the power minus half. Okay, you can leave the expression as it is. If you want to make it simple, you can just take root of y and root of x in the numerator and again evaluate the fraction to bring it in terms of square root of xy, or you can just leave the expression as it is. Okay, so this is how you solve problems on implicit rule. Thanks for watching till we meet in the next lecture.